Think Like a Billionaire, The Wealth Mindset Blueprint, written and published by Tony Creed. What separates billionaires from everyone else? It's not just the size of their bank accounts or the companies they've built, it's the way they think. Billionaires approach life, opportunities, and challenges with a mindset that allows them to see possibilities where others see limits. Their success doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of specific ways of thinking, decision-making, and acting that set them apart. The good news? This mindset isn't exclusive to billionaires. It's something you can cultivate, and when you do, it can transform your financial future. Mindset is the foundation of wealth creation. The way you think about money, risk, opportunities, and challenges directly impacts your ability to build wealth. Yet, most people are never taught how to think like billionaires. Instead, we grow up with limiting beliefs about money. I'll never be rich, money is the root of all evil, or success is only for the lucky few. These beliefs keep us stuck, unable to take the actions necessary to achieve financial independence. To break free, you need to adopt a new perspective, one that sees money as a tool, risk as an opportunity, and challenges as stepping stones to growth. Consider the story of Marcus, a middle-aged teacher with no prior business experience. For years, Marcus believed he was destined to live paycheck to paycheck. He had a modest income, a small savings account, and little understanding of wealth building. Then one day, he stumbled upon a video discussing the mindset of successful entrepreneurs. Intrigued, he began studying how billionaires think, how they approach problems, prioritize learning, and leverage resources. Inspired, Marcus started a small tutoring business on the side, applying what he had learned. Within 3 years, that side hustle turned into a full-time enterprise, earning him 6 figures annually. Marcus didn't suddenly become a financial genius. He simply adopted a new way of thinking that allowed him to see opportunities and act on them. This audiobook is your guide to developing that billionaire mindset. Over the next chapters, we'll dive into the principles that define how billionaires think and act. You'll learn how to set bold, visionary goals and how to embrace calculated risks that lead to growth. You'll discover the power of leverage, using your time, resources, and relationships to achieve exponential results. We'll explore why billionaires prioritize continuous learning, how they build networks that create opportunities, and why they view money as a tool rather than the ultimate goal. Each chapter will provide actionable steps, relatable examples, and inspiring stories to help you apply these principles to your own life. Whether you're starting with limited resources or already on your wealth-building journey, the lessons in this audiobook will give you the tools to think bigger, act smarter, and achieve more. One key difference between billionaires and the average person is how they approach challenges. Most people see obstacles as roadblocks. Billionaires see them as puzzles to solve or opportunities to innovate. This mindset shift allows them to tackle problems creatively and persistently. It's not that they never fail, it's that they learn from their failures and use them as stepping stones to greater success. You'll learn how to cultivate this resilience and use setbacks to propel yourself forward. Another hallmark of the billionaire mindset is long-term thinking. While many people focus on short-term gains, billionaires think years, even decades, ahead. They don't just ask, "What can I achieve this year?" They ask, "What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind?" This focus on the big picture not only guides their decisions but also gives them the patience and discipline to stay the course when things get tough. You'll discover how to develop this kind of visionary thinking and align your daily actions with your long-term goals. Of course, mindset alone isn't enough. It must be paired with action. Throughout this audiobook, you'll be encouraged to take small but meaningful steps to apply what you learn. These steps are designed to help you shift your perspective, build momentum, and create tangible results. Remember, the journey to financial success isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Every decision you make, every habit you form, and every action you take compounds over time, leading you closer to your goals. By the end of this audiobook, you'll have a blueprint for thinking like a billionaire. But more importantly, you'll have the confidence to act on that blueprint. You'll understand that wealth isn't just about money, it's about creating freedom, opportunity, and impact. And you'll know that the first step to achieving this is changing the way you think. The journey starts now. As you listen to this audiobook, I encourage you to approach it with an open mind and a willingness to challenge your current beliefs. Some concepts might feel uncomfortable or even counterintuitive at first. That's okay. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. Embrace the process, take notes, and reflect on how each principle applies to your life. Thinking like a billionaire doesn't mean you have to build the next Amazon or create a global empire. It means adopting a mindset that empowers you to dream bigger, act smarter, and achieve more, no matter your starting point. This mindset is your greatest asset, and it's the key to unlocking your full potential. So, are you ready to think like a billionaire? Let's begin. The tools, insights, and strategies you need are right here. All that's left is for you to take the first step. This is your moment to change the way you think about money, success, and what's possible. The journey to financial freedom starts today. Chapter 1. Visionary Thinking. Billionaires don't just dream, they dream big. They see possibilities where others see limitations, and they focus on shaping the future rather than reacting to the present. Visionary thinking is the cornerstone of the billionaire mindset, and it's what allows them to turn bold ideas into reality. But this ability to think bigger isn't something they're born with, it's a skill they cultivate. And the good news? You can develop it too. What sets billionaires apart is their willingness to imagine what could be, not just what is. While many people set goals that are safe or easily attainable, billionaires aim for the seemingly impossible. They understand that ambitious visions inspire action, attract resources, and create momentum. These visions aren't just dreams, they're strategic blueprints for long-term success. And the bigger the vision, the greater the impact. Take Elon Musk, for example. When Musk announced his vision to make humanity a multi-planetary species, many dismissed him as overly ambitious, even delusional. But Musk wasn't content to focus on incremental improvements in technology or existing markets. He saw a future where humans could colonize Mars, and he built SpaceX to make it happen. Musk's audacious vision reshaped the aerospace industry, inspiring innovation, attracting top talent, and achieving milestones once thought impossible. Today, SpaceX is not only a leader in space exploration but also a symbol of what can be achieved through visionary thinking. The lesson here isn't that you need to aim for Mars, but that your vision should challenge you to think beyond your current circumstances. A great vision does two things. It inspires you to take action, and it motivates others to join you. Whether you're building a business, planning your career, or setting personal goals, a clear and compelling vision provides direction and purpose. So how do you create a vision that's both ambitious and actionable? Start by asking yourself these questions. What does success look like for you 5, 10, or 20 years from now? What impact do you want to have on your life, your family, your community, or even the world? These aren't easy questions, but they force you to think deeply about what truly matters to you. Once you've identified your vision, break it down into actionable steps. This is where many people get stuck. They think a big vision is too overwhelming or unattainable. But every grand achievement starts with small, deliberate actions. For example, if your vision is to start a successful business, your first steps might include researching your market, developing a product idea, or networking with potential mentors. The key is to focus on what you can do today to move closer to your goal, while keeping the bigger picture in mind. A helpful exercise for crafting your vision is the ideal day visualization. Take some time to imagine your ideal day 5 or 10 years from now. Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? How are you spending your time? Write down every detail. This exercise helps you clarify what success looks like for you on a personal level, and it provides a foundation for your broader goals. Another powerful tool is the SMART framework. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be financially independent," a smart goal might be, "I will save $50,000 in the next 3 years by saving $1,400 per month and investing it in a diversified portfolio." This approach transforms vague aspirations into concrete plans. But visionary thinking isn't just about setting goals. It's about staying focused on them, even in the face of challenges. Billionaires don't let short-term obstacles derail their long-term plans. Instead, they adapt, pivot, and persevere. This resilience comes from their unwavering belief in their vision and their ability to see beyond temporary setbacks. You can develop this same resilience by reminding yourself why your vision matters and how it aligns with your values. It's also important to surround yourself with people who support and challenge your vision. Billionaires often credit their success to the teams they build and the mentors who guide them. Seek out individuals who inspire you, share your values, and bring different perspectives to the table. These relationships can provide valuable feedback, encouragement, and accountability as you work toward your goals. Remember, visionary thinking isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Your vision will evolve as you learn, grow, and gain new experiences. What's important is that you take the first step, no matter how small, and commit to moving forward. Over time, your vision will become clearer, and your actions will gain momentum. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on your own vision. What do you want to achieve? What impact do you want to create? Write it down, even if it feels rough or incomplete. Then, identify one small step you can take today to start making it a reality. This is the essence of visionary thinking, starting with a bold idea and taking action to bring it to life. Thinking like a billionaire begins with seeing possibilities where others see limits. By cultivating a visionary mindset, you're not just setting goals, you're shaping your future. And as you move forward, remember that every great achievement starts with a single step. Let's take that step together. Chapter 2. The Power of Risk and Resilience. Billionaires don't become successful by playing it safe. They achieve greatness by taking calculated risks and understanding that failure is not the end but a stepping stone to success. Risk and resilience go hand in hand. They're two sides of the same coin. While most people fear risk and avoid it at all costs, billionaires see it as a necessary part of growth. They understand that without risk, there is no reward. The key, however, is taking the right risks and developing the resilience to bounce back from setbacks. One of the most iconic examples of this mindset is Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. In the early 1990s, Bezos was a successful executive at a hedge fund, earning a stable and lucrative income. But he had a bold idea: an online bookstore that could revolutionize the way people shop. At the time, e-commerce was in its infancy, and the internet was a relatively new phenomenon. Many people, including Bezos's colleagues and friends, thought his idea was too risky and unlikely to succeed. Despite the criticism, Bezos took the leap. He left his comfortable job, borrowed money from his parents, and started Amazon in his garage. The early days of Amazon were far from easy. Bezos faced logistical challenges, financial struggles, and relentless skepticism. Yet, he remained committed to his vision. He took calculated risks, reinvesting the company's profits into growth and expansion rather than chasing immediate gains. Even when the dot-com bubble burst in the early 2000s, threatening to collapse Amazon, Bezos stayed focused. He adapted, cut costs, and refined his business model. Today, Amazon is one of the most valuable companies in the world, and Bezos's willingness to take risks and endure setbacks is a major reason why. The lesson from Bezos's story is clear. Calculated risks are essential for success, but resilience is what keeps you in the game. So, how can you embrace risk and develop resilience in your own life? It starts with understanding the difference between reckless and calculated risks. Reckless risks are impulsive, poorly thought out, and driven by emotion. Calculated risks, on the other hand, involve careful evaluation, preparation, and a clear understanding of potential outcomes. To evaluate risks effectively, ask yourself these 3 questions. What's the best case scenario? What's the worst case scenario? And what's the most likely outcome? This process helps you weigh the potential rewards against the possible downsides. If the upside is significant and the downside is manageable, the risk might be worth taking. For example, starting a side hustle while keeping your full-time job is a calculated risk. It allows you to test your idea without jeopardizing your financial stability. Preparation is another key component of taking smart risks. Before diving into a new venture or opportunity, do your homework. Research your market, build a plan, and identify potential challenges. The more informed you are, the better equipped you'll be to navigate uncertainties. But remember, no amount of preparation can eliminate risk entirely. At some point, you have to take the leap and accept that there are no guarantees. Resilience comes into play when things don't go as planned, which, inevitably, they won't. Setbacks and failures are a natural part of the journey, but they don't have to define it. The key is to reframe failure as a learning opportunity. Every mistake teaches you something valuable about what doesn't work and brings you closer to finding what does. Billionaires like Bezos don't fear failure, they embrace it as part of the process. Building resilience starts with cultivating a growth mindset. This means viewing challenges as opportunities to grow rather than insurmountable obstacles. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Shifting your perspective allows you to see setbacks as temporary and solvable, rather than permanent and overwhelming. Another strategy for building resilience is to create a support system. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, encourage you, and provide constructive feedback. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, or a community of like-minded individuals, having a strong network can make all the difference when you're facing challenges. These connections remind you that you're not alone and provide valuable insights to help you move forward. It's also important to take care of your physical and mental well-being. Stress and burnout can make it harder to bounce back from setbacks, so prioritize self-care. Exercise, sleep, and mindfulness practices like meditation can help you stay grounded and focused, even during difficult times. Resilience isn't just about pushing through challenges, it's about maintaining your energy and clarity so you can tackle them effectively. As you embrace risk and develop resilience, remember that progress often looks like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. It's not about avoiding mistakes or setbacks entirely, it's about learning from them and continuing to move forward. Think of each risk you take as a stepping stone. Some stones might wobble or sink, but they all contribute to your overall journey. To put this into practice, start by identifying one risk you've been avoiding. Maybe it's launching a new project, asking for a raise, or pursuing a bold idea. Evaluate the potential outcomes, prepare as much as you can, and take the first step. Once you've taken the risk, reflect on the experience. What worked? What didn't? What can you do differently next time? This cycle of risk-taking, learning, and adapting is what leads to growth and success. As we wrap up this chapter, remember that risk and resilience are not just traits of billionaires, they're habits anyone can develop. By embracing calculated risks and viewing setbacks as opportunities to learn, you'll open the door to new possibilities and greater achievements. The journey won't always be smooth, but it will be worth it. Let's keep moving forward and see where these principles can take you. If you're enjoying this audiobook so far, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more insightful content. Also, don't forget to check the video description for some valuable tools and resources to help you on your wealth journey. Now let's get back to it. Chapter 3. Leverage. Time, people, and money. Billionaires don't achieve extraordinary success by working harder, they achieve it by working smarter. They understand that leveraging resources allows them to multiply their impact and scale their efforts exponentially. Leverage is the secret weapon of the wealthy, and it comes in 3 forms: time, people, and money. Mastering these types of leverage is essential for creating exponential growth and achieving your financial goals. Leverage starts with a shift in mindset. Most people believe that hard work alone leads to success, but billionaires know that their time and energy are limited. Instead of trying to do everything themselves, they focus on maximizing the impact of their efforts by leveraging resources around them. This doesn't mean avoiding hard work. It means channeling that work into activities that yield the greatest returns. The first form of leverage is time. Time is the one resource that's truly finite. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. The difference between billionaires and the average person lies in how they use those hours. Billionaires focus on high-value activities that align with their goals and delegate or eliminate tasks that don't. For example, Jeff Bezos doesn't spend his time packing boxes at Amazon warehouses. He focuses on strategy, innovation, and decision-making. This approach allows him to maximize his impact while ensuring the smaller tasks are handled by others. To leverage your time, start by identifying your most important activities. What tasks bring you closer to your goals? What responsibilities could be delegated or outsourced? For instance, if you're spending hours on administrative work, consider hiring a virtual assistant. If household chores are eating into your productivity, explore hiring help or using services that save time. The goal is to free up your schedule for tasks that only you can do, tasks that drive growth, creativity, or innovation. The second form of leverage is people. Billionaires build strong teams and partnerships, recognizing that success is rarely achieved alone. They surround themselves with experts, advisors, and collaborators who complement their skills and help execute their vision. Warren Buffett, for example, relies on a team of talented managers to run his various businesses, allowing him to focus on investment decisions. By leveraging the expertise and efforts of others, Buffett scales his impact far beyond what he could achieve alone. Building a strong team starts with identifying your own strengths and weaknesses. What are you best at? What areas could benefit from someone else's expertise? Once you know the gaps, look for people who can fill them. This might mean hiring employees, partnering with freelancers, or collaborating with peers who share your goals. Effective leaders empower their teams by providing clear direction, fostering trust, and creating an environment where everyone can thrive. Leverage also involves tapping into networks and relationships. Networking isn't just about collecting contacts, it's about building meaningful connections that create opportunities. Billionaires like Richard Branson and Elon Musk are masters of leveraging their networks to access resources, gain insights, and form strategic alliances. You can do the same by attending events, joining communities, and seeking out mentors who can guide and support you. The third form of leverage is money or capital. Billionaires understand how to use money as a tool to create more money. One of the most powerful strategies is using other people's money, OPM, to fund investments or grow businesses. Warren Buffett is a prime example of this approach. Through his company, Berkshire Hathaway, Buffett invests in businesses using funds from shareholders and insurance premiums collected by his subsidiaries. This strategy allows him to generate massive returns without risking all of his own capital. Using money strategically doesn't mean taking reckless risks. It means understanding when and how to deploy capital for maximum impact. For example, taking on debt to invest in an income-generating asset, like real estate or a profitable business, can be a smart move if the returns outweigh the costs. This is in stark contrast to taking on debt for liabilities, like luxury cars or expensive vacations, which don't generate income. If you're just starting out, leveraging money might mean saving aggressively, building an emergency fund, or investing in low-cost index funds. As your resources grow, you can explore more advanced strategies like real estate investing, starting a business, or partnering with others to pool capital. The key is to focus on opportunities that create long-term value rather than short-term gratification. Leverage requires tools to implement effectively. To leverage time, tools like Asana, Trello, or Notion can help you organize tasks, delegate responsibilities, and stay focused on priorities. Time blocking techniques, where you dedicate specific hours to high-value activities, can also be incredibly effective. For leveraging people, platforms like LinkedIn and Upwork make it easier to find skilled professionals and collaborators. And for leveraging money, tools like personal finance apps, Mint, eNAB, and investment platforms, Robinhood, M1 Finance, can help you allocate resources strategically. While leverage is a powerful tool, it comes with risks. Poorly managed leverage, especially financial leverage, can lead to significant losses. This is why billionaires always evaluate potential downsides before committing resources. They ask questions like, what's the worst-case scenario? Can I recover if things don't go as planned? What safeguards can I put in place? For example, if you're using borrowed money to fund an investment, ensure you have a solid repayment plan and a buffer for unexpected expenses. The power of leverage lies in its ability to amplify your efforts and accelerate your progress. It allows you to achieve more with less, scaling your impact in ways that wouldn't be possible otherwise. But leverage isn't just for billionaires, it's a principle anyone can apply. Whether you're outsourcing small tasks, building a supportive network, or investing your savings, you're leveraging resources to create exponential growth. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to evaluate how you're currently using your time, people, and money. Are there opportunities to delegate, collaborate, or invest more strategically? Identify one area where you can start applying leverage this week. It might be as simple as outsourcing a chore, reaching out to a mentor, or automating your savings. Remember, leverage isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. Billionaires achieve extraordinary success because they understand the power of leverage. By mastering this principle, you can multiply your impact, scale your efforts, and accelerate your journey to financial freedom. Let's keep moving forward, one step closer to thinking and acting like a billionaire. Chapter 4. The Abundance Mindset. One of the defining traits of billionaires is their abundance mindset. They believe there is enough success, wealth, and opportunity for everyone. This belief shapes how they approach challenges, build relationships, and create wealth. The abundance mindset is the opposite of the scarcity mindset, which tells us that resources are limited, and every gain must come at someone else's expense. Shifting to an abundance mindset opens up a world of possibilities and is a critical step in thinking like a billionaire. A scarcity mindset often stems from fear of losing, fear of failure, or fear of not having enough. This perspective can limit your potential, leading to hoarding behavior, missed opportunities, and self-sabotage. For example, someone with a scarcity mindset might avoid taking risks or investing in themselves because they're afraid of losing money. In contrast, billionaires operate from the belief that resources are expansive and that wealth can grow and multiply when used wisely. Oprah Winfrey is a powerful example of someone who embraced the abundance mindset and used it to fuel her success. Growing up in poverty, Oprah could have easily fallen into a scarcity mindset, believing that her circumstances defined her future. Instead, she chose to believe in abundance. Oprah often speaks about the power of gratitude and how focusing on what she already had, rather than what she lacked, helped her attract more opportunities. Her shift from scarcity to abundance allowed her to take bold risks, like launching her production company, and to give generously to others, knowing that wealth would continue to flow back to her. Today, Oprah is not only one of the wealthiest women in the world but also a beacon of generosity and empowerment. So how can you shift from scarcity to abundance in your own life? The first step is recognizing and challenging limiting beliefs about money. Common thoughts like, money is finite, or there's not enough for everyone, are rooted in fear, not reality. Money is not a zero-sum game. Wealth is created when people solve problems, add value, and invest in growth. By understanding this, you can break free from the idea that someone else's success diminishes your own. Start by paying attention to your inner dialogue. When you catch yourself thinking from a place of scarcity, pause and reframe. For example, If you're worried about spending money on a course or investment, remind yourself that education and growth are some of the best investments you can make. Instead of focusing on what you might lose, think about what you stand to gain. Another powerful tool for cultivating an abundance mindset is gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have. When you're grateful, you're more likely to see opportunities, build positive relationships, and take inspired action. Take a moment to reflect on the resources, skills, and opportunities you currently have. Maybe it's a supportive family, a stable job, or access to information that can help you grow. Recognizing these assets reinforces the belief that you're already abundant and that more is possible. To make this practice tangible, try creating a gratitude list. Write down 5 things you're grateful for each day, focusing on aspects of your life related to resources, opportunities, and growth. Over time, this habit trains your mind to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. For example, instead of dwelling on what you don't have, you might feel thankful for the opportunity to learn, network, or build something meaningful. Another key aspect of the abundance mindset is generosity. Billionaires understand that giving doesn't deplete their wealth, it amplifies it. Whether it's through philanthropy, mentorship, or collaboration, they know that sharing their resources creates goodwill and fosters mutual growth. When you give freely, you strengthen your relationships, build trust, and create a cycle of abundance that benefits everyone involved. Generosity doesn't have to involve large sums of money. It can be as simple as sharing your knowledge, offering encouragement, or helping someone achieve their goals. By giving from a place of abundance, you demonstrate confidence in the flow of resources and open yourself up to receiving more in return. As the saying goes, what you give, you get back tenfold. An abundance mindset also affects how you approach opportunities. While a scarcity mindset might lead you to cling to the familiar out of fear, an abundance mindset encourages you to explore, innovate, and take risks. Billionaires often say yes to opportunities that align with their values and goals, even when the outcome is uncertain. They trust that there are always more chances to grow, create, and succeed. This mindset isn't just about thinking positively, it's about taking action that reinforces your belief in abundance. For instance, instead of hoarding your money, invest it in things that will grow your wealth, like education, business ventures, or stocks. Instead of isolating yourself out of fear of competition, collaborate with others to create win-win scenarios. Abundance thrives when resources are shared, multiplied, and reinvested. Finally, surround yourself with people who embody an abundance mindset. Energy is contagious, and spending time with individuals who see possibilities, rather than limitations, will inspire you to do the same. Seek out mentors, friends, or communities that encourage growth, celebrate success, and support your journey. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on your current mindset. Are there areas where scarcity is holding you back? What steps can you take to shift toward abundance? Start with small actions, like practicing gratitude or challenging a limiting belief. Over time, these shifts will transform how you approach money, opportunities, and relationships. The abundance mindset is a cornerstone of the billionaire way of thinking. It's about believing that there's more than enough to go around and that wealth is created, not limited. By embracing abundance, you unlock the ability to see opportunities where others see obstacles, to give freely, and to create a life of prosperity and possibility. Let's take the next step toward thinking like a billionaire. Chapter 5. Building Value. Solve Big Problems. At the core of every billionaire's success is their ability to create value. They don't just chase profits, they solve problems, often on a large scale, that improve lives and transform industries. This focus on building value is what sets them apart. It's not just about making money, it's about making a difference. When you create something that people need or want, wealth becomes a byproduct of the value you provide. One of the most powerful examples of this principle is Bill Gates. Gates didn't just build Microsoft into a technology powerhouse, he has also dedicated much of his wealth and influence to solving global issues. Through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Gates has tackled problems like infectious diseases, access to education, and clean water. His efforts have helped eradicate polio in several countries, reduce child mortality, and improve access to vaccines worldwide. Gates's work demonstrates that solving big problems not only creates immense value but also leaves a lasting legacy. The key takeaway from Gates's approach is that the size of the problem you solve often determines the size of the value you create. Billionaires think big. They identify challenges that impact large groups of people and work to address them at scale. But solving big problems doesn't mean you have to start with global issues. It begins by looking around you and asking, what problems can I solve in my industry, community, or even within my own network? To start identifying problems you can solve, pay attention to pain points. Pain points are the frustrations, inefficiencies, or unmet needs that people face. These can be found everywhere, in products, services, workflows, or everyday life. For example, Uber was born out of the frustration of trying to find a taxi. Airbnb solved the problem of expensive accommodations by creating a platform for people to rent out their homes. These companies identified specific pain points and built solutions that added immense value. Another way to identify problems is to think about your own experiences. What challenges have you faced that you wish someone had solved? Often, your personal struggles can lead to innovative ideas. For instance, if you've ever struggled with managing your finances, you might create a tool or resource that simplifies budgeting or investing. If you've dealt with inefficiencies at work, you could develop a system or app that streamlines processes. Your unique perspective gives you insight into problems that others might overlook. Once you've identified a problem, the next step is to evaluate its potential impact. Ask yourself, how many people are affected by this issue? How significant is the pain point? And how much value would a solution bring? The bigger the impact, the more value you create. But don't overlook smaller problems. Sometimes, solving a niche issue can lead to significant opportunities if you do it exceptionally well. To bring this concept to life, let's look at an activity. Take out a notebook or open a notes app and brainstorm 3 ways you can add value in your current work, business, or community. Start by identifying a problem, then think about how you could solve it. For example, if you work in customer service and notice recurring complaints about a particular issue, consider how you could improve the process. If you're an entrepreneur, think about gaps in the market or areas where existing solutions fall short. Write down your ideas, and don't worry about perfection. This exercise is about generating possibilities. Creating value also requires a mindset shift. Instead of asking, "What can I get?" ask, "What can I give?" This shift allows you to focus on contribution rather than consumption. When you prioritize adding value, you build trust, strengthen relationships, and open doors to new opportunities. It's no coincidence that the most successful entrepreneurs are often the ones who provide the most value to their customers, clients, or communities. But adding value isn't just about solving problems, it's about doing so in a way that aligns with your strengths and passions. Billionaires like Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, and Jeff Bezos are all deeply passionate about their work. Their passion drives them to push boundaries, innovate, and persevere in the face of challenges. When you align your efforts with what you love, you're more likely to stay committed and deliver exceptional results. Another practical tip for building value is to seek feedback. The best solutions are often shaped by input from others. Talk to your customers, colleagues, or community members to understand their needs and refine your ideas. For example, if you're launching a product, test it with a small group and ask for honest feedback. If you're working on a new process at work, involve your team and gather their perspectives. Feedback not only improves your solutions but also shows that you value the opinions of those you're serving. Technology is another powerful tool for amplifying the value you create. Today's digital platforms allow you to reach more people, scale your impact, and streamline your efforts. Whether it's using social media to promote your ideas, leveraging software to automate tasks, or creating online courses to share your expertise, technology makes it easier than ever to build and deliver value. It's also important to think about sustainability. The best solutions don't just solve problems temporarily, they create lasting impact. Consider how your ideas can continue to provide value over time. For example, if you're developing a product, focus on quality and durability. If you're starting a service-based business, build systems that ensure consistency and reliability. Sustainable solutions not only enhance your reputation but also increase your long-term success. As you work on building value, remember that the process is iterative. Not every idea will be a home run, and that's okay. Billionaires don't succeed because they never fail. They succeed because they keep trying, learning, and improving. Treat each effort as a step toward greater understanding and impact. The more problems you solve, the better you'll become at identifying opportunities and delivering value. In conclusion, building value is about solving problems that matter. It's about looking beyond yourself and asking, how can I make a difference? Whether you're addressing a small inconvenience or tackling a global challenge, your ability to create value determines your ability to achieve success. Take the time to identify problems, craft solutions, and act with purpose. When you focus on adding value, you're not just thinking like a billionaire, you're building the foundation for long-term impact and wealth. Chapter 6. Money as a tool, not a goal. For billionaires, money is not the endgame, it's a tool. They don't view wealth as a measure of their worth or success but as a means to create freedom, opportunities, and lasting impact. This mindset fundamentally shifts how they approach earning, spending, and investing. Instead of chasing material possessions or status, they focus on what money enables them to achieve. When you start to see money as a tool rather than a goal, you unlock the ability to make smarter financial decisions and align your actions with a deeper sense of purpose. Mark Cuban is a prime example of this philosophy. Early in his career, Cuban was more focused on pursuing his passions than chasing a paycheck. Before becoming a billionaire, he worked a series of odd jobs, including bartending and selling software. Cuban's real turning point came when he started MicroSolutions, a computer consulting company. His drive wasn't fueled by the prospect of getting rich, it was fueled by his love for technology and innovation. By focusing on solving problems and creating value, Cuban grew the company into a profitable venture, which he later sold for millions. Even after becoming wealthy, Cuban's approach didn't change. He continued to prioritize meaningful projects over financial gain, channeling his resources into businesses, investments, and initiatives that aligned with his passions. Cuban's story highlights an important truth. Money is most powerful when it's tied to purpose. When you chase money for its own sake, it's easy to lose direction or feel unfulfilled, no matter how much you earn. But when you use money as a tool to achieve your goals, create impact, or enhance your quality of life, it becomes a source of empowerment rather than stress. The first step in adopting this mindset is shifting your focus from material wealth to purpose-driven goals. Start by asking yourself, what does financial freedom mean to me? For some, it might mean having enough savings to pursue a dream career without worrying about bills. For others, it might mean building a business, supporting their family, or giving back to their community. By defining your goals, you create a clear roadmap for how to use your money effectively. Another important shift is recognizing that money's true value lies in what it can do, not in how much you have. A large bank account means little if it's not being used to improve your life or the lives of others. Billionaires understand this, which is why they often prioritize investments that align with their long-term vision. For example, they might use money to buy back time by delegating tasks, fund projects that solve meaningful problems, or support causes that inspire them. To put this into practice, consider your own financial decisions. Are you spending money on things that genuinely improve your life, or are you accumulating possessions that offer temporary satisfaction? Reflect on recent purchases and ask yourself whether they brought value or simply clutter. This exercise can help you identify areas where you might shift your spending to align with your priorities. Practical strategies for adopting this mindset include creating a purpose budget. This is a budget that allocates your income toward goals that reflect your values and aspirations. For example, you might dedicate a portion of your income to personal growth, like taking a course or attending a workshop. Another portion could go toward experiences, like traveling or spending quality time with loved ones. And a third portion might support long-term investments, such as retirement savings or building a business. By structuring your budget around purpose rather than possessions, you gain clarity and control over your financial choices. It's also helpful to set aside time to reflect on your why. Why do you want to build wealth? What motivates you to work, save, or invest? Billionaires often have a strong sense of purpose that drives their actions. For Elon Musk, it's advancing humanity's future through technology. For Oprah Winfrey, it's empowering others through education and storytelling. Identifying your own why can provide the motivation and direction needed to make intentional financial decisions. Viewing money as a tool also changes how you approach challenges and setbacks. When money is your sole focus, financial losses can feel devastating. But when money is simply a means to an end, you're better equipped to handle adversity. For example, if an investment doesn't pan out, you can reframe the experience as a learning opportunity rather than a failure. This resilience allows you to stay focused on your bigger goals and continue making progress. Another benefit of this mindset is the freedom it creates. When you're no longer chasing material wealth, you're free to focus on what truly matters. You might spend more time with family, explore creative pursuits, or contribute to causes that align with your values. This freedom is one of the greatest rewards of financial success, and it's what motivates billionaires to keep going even after achieving massive wealth. Finally, this mindset fosters generosity. Billionaires like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and Mackenzie Scott use their wealth to make a difference, funding initiatives that address global challenges like poverty, education, and healthcare. Their actions demonstrate that money is most impactful when it's used to create opportunities and uplift others. Even if you're not a billionaire, you can adopt this principle by giving back within your means. Whether it's donating to charity, mentoring someone, or supporting a local project, your contributions can create ripple effects of positive change. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to evaluate your relationship with money. Are you using it as a tool to achieve your goals, or are you treating it as the ultimate destination? Reflect on how you can align your financial decisions with your values and purpose. Start small. Maybe it's reallocating your budget, investing in personal growth, or giving back to a cause you care about. These actions might seem simple, but they can have a profound impact on how you think about and use money. By viewing money as a tool, you shift from a mindset of accumulation to one of empowerment and purpose. This shift doesn't just change how you manage your finances, it changes how you live your life. Let's continue this journey, building a mindset that prioritizes freedom, impact, and opportunity over material wealth. Chapter 7. Continuous learning and adaptability. One of the most consistent traits among billionaires is their commitment to continuous learning and adaptability. They understand that success isn't static. It requires evolving with the times, staying curious, and seeking new knowledge. In a world that's constantly changing, the ability to learn and adapt is more valuable than ever. Billionaires don't just keep up with change, they embrace it, thrive on it, and use it to their advantage. This mindset is a cornerstone of their success, and it's one that anyone can cultivate. Richard Branson exemplifies the power of lifelong learning and adaptability. As the founder of the Virgin Group, Branson has ventured into diverse industries, from music and airlines to telecommunications and space travel. His willingness to step into unfamiliar territory and learn as he goes has been key to his success. Branson often credits his curiosity and openness to new ideas as the driving forces behind his ability to innovate. When he launched Virgin Atlantic, he had no experience in the airline industry, but he dove in, asked questions, and surrounded himself with experts. By staying adaptable and continuously learning, Branson not only built a successful airline but also disrupted an entire industry. The lesson here is that expertise isn't a prerequisite for success. What matters is your willingness to learn and adapt. The most successful people aren't the ones who know everything. They're the ones who are eager to learn anything. This mindset allows them to navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and stay ahead of the curve. To adopt this mindset, start by embracing a growth-oriented perspective. A growth mindset, as opposed to a fixed mindset, is the belief that your abilities, skills, and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, see them as opportunities to grow. When faced with something you don't understand, approach it with curiosity rather than fear. Ask questions, seek resources, and be willing to make mistakes along the way. One of the most effective ways to stay curious is by exposing yourself to diverse sources of knowledge. Billionaires like Bill Gates and Elon Musk are avid readers, devouring books on a wide range of topics to expand their understanding of the world. Gates famously reads 50 books a year, while Musk credits much of his knowledge about space and rockets to reading. Books provide a deep and focused way to learn, offering insights and perspectives from some of the brightest minds in history. Podcasts are another excellent resource for learning. They offer accessible and engaging ways to explore new ideas, hear from industry experts, and gain inspiration. Whether you're interested in business, science, or personal development, there's a podcast out there for you. Some popular options include The Tim Ferriss Show, How I Built This, and Freakonomics Radio. Mentors are also invaluable in your learning journey. A mentor can provide guidance, share experiences, and help you navigate challenges. Billionaires often credit their success to the mentors who helped shape their paths. For example, Warren Buffett frequently speaks about the influence of Benjamin Graham, his mentor in investing. Finding a mentor doesn't have to be formal. Look for people in your network who have experience in areas you want to grow in and ask for their advice. Building a relationship with someone who inspires you can accelerate your learning and provide valuable insights. Online courses are another powerful tool for leveling up your knowledge. Platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and Masterclass offer courses on a wide range of topics, from coding and marketing to leadership and negotiation. These courses allow you to learn at your own pace and focus on specific skills that align with your goals. By investing in your education, you're investing in your future. To make the most of these resources, create a personal learning plan. Start by identifying areas where you want to grow. Maybe you want to improve your financial literacy, learn a new skill, or deepen your understanding of a particular industry. Once you've identified your focus areas, set monthly goals. For example, you might commit to reading one book, completing one online course, and listening to 3 podcasts each month. Write these goals down and track your progress. This structure ensures that your learning is intentional and consistent. Adaptability is another critical component of success. The world is changing faster than ever, and those who can pivot and innovate are the ones who thrive. Adaptability requires an open mind, a willingness to experiment, and the courage to step outside your comfort zone. When faced with change, focus on what you can control and how you can respond. Instead of resisting new technologies, trends, or ideas, explore how they can create opportunities for you. One way to practice adaptability is by seeking out new experiences. Challenge yourself to try something unfamiliar, whether it's learning a new language, starting a side project, or exploring a different field. These experiences expand your perspective and help you build the skills needed to navigate uncertainty. For example, if you've always worked in one industry, consider attending events or joining groups in a completely different field. The insights you gain might spark innovative ideas or open unexpected doors. Another key to adaptability is staying informed. Pay attention to trends, market shifts, and emerging technologies that could impact your goals. Read industry reports, follow thought leaders on social media, and stay curious about what's happening in the world. The more informed you are, the better prepared you'll be to adapt and take advantage of opportunities. As you develop your adaptability, remember that failure is a natural part of the process. Billionaires don't fear failure, they learn from it. When something doesn't go as planned, treat it as a lesson rather than a setback. Reflect on what went wrong, what you can improve, and how you can apply those lessons moving forward. This resilience is what allows billionaires to bounce back stronger and keep growing. As we wrap up this chapter, take a moment to reflect on your own approach to learning and adaptability. Are there areas where you've become complacent? What steps can you take to expand your knowledge and embrace change? Start by creating a personal learning plan with monthly goals. Write down one book to read, one podcast to explore, and one skill to develop in the next 30 days. Then, commit to taking action. Continuous learning and adaptability are not just habits of billionaires. They're essential skills for anyone who wants to thrive in an ever-changing world. By staying curious, seeking out knowledge, and embracing change, you're setting yourself up for a lifetime of growth and success. Let's keep moving forward, one step closer to thinking and acting like a billionaire. Chapter 8. The Power of Networks and Relationships. Billionaires know that success isn't a solo journey. One of their greatest assets is the network of relationships they build and nurture over time. Strong personal and professional networks provide access to opportunities, insights, and resources that accelerate growth and open doors that might otherwise remain closed. The saying, "It's not what you know, but who you know," rings true, though billionaires take it a step further. For them, it's about building meaningful, mutually beneficial relationships that create long-term value. Steve Jobs provides a powerful example of how partnerships and mentorships can shape success. During the early days of Apple, Jobs formed a partnership with Steve Wozniak, whose technical expertise complemented Jobs' vision and marketing genius. Together, they created one of the most iconic companies in history. Later, Jobs sought mentorship from industry leaders like Mike Markula, who played a critical role in Apple's early funding and strategic direction. These relationships didn't just provide support, they fueled innovation, growth, and resilience during Apple's most challenging periods. The lesson from Jobs' story is clear. Relationships amplify your impact. By surrounding yourself with people who share your vision, challenge your thinking, and offer valuable insights, you position yourself for greater success. But building a strong network isn't about collecting contacts. It's about cultivating genuine connections based on trust, respect, and shared goals. To start building your network, focus on quality over quantity. A small group of meaningful relationships is far more valuable than a large list of surface-level acquaintances. Seek out individuals who align with your values, bring diverse perspectives, and have expertise or experience that complements your own. This might include mentors who can guide you, peers who share your goals, or collaborators who bring new ideas to the table. Networking can feel intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. One effective strategy is to approach it with curiosity and a mindset of giving. Instead of asking, "What can I get from this person?" ask, "How can I add value to their life or work?" This shift not only makes networking more authentic but also creates a foundation for mutually beneficial relationships. People are more likely to help you when they see you as someone who genuinely cares about their success. One practical step is to start attending events, conferences, or workshops related to your field or interests. These gatherings provide opportunities to meet like-minded individuals and expand your network. When attending an event, prepare in advance by researching attendees or speakers you'd like to connect with. Have a few conversation starters ready, such as asking about their work, sharing a relevant insight, or discussing a common interest. Another powerful way to build relationships is through mentorship. Finding a mentor can accelerate your growth by providing guidance, feedback, and support from someone who has already walked the path you're on. To find a mentor, look for individuals whose achievements inspire you and whose expertise aligns with your goals. Reach out with a clear, specific request, such as asking for a short meeting to discuss their insights on a particular challenge you're facing. Be respectful of their time, and focus on building a genuine connection rather than expecting immediate benefits. Social media platforms like LinkedIn can also be valuable tools for networking. Use them to connect with professionals in your industry, share your own insights, and engage with thought leaders. When reaching out, personalize your messages to show genuine interest and avoid coming across as transactional. For example, mention a post they shared that resonated with you or explain why you admire their work. Networking isn't just about building new connections, it's also about nurturing existing ones. Take the time to stay in touch with people in your network, even when you don't need anything from them. Send a quick message to check in, congratulate them on a recent achievement, or share an article or resource they might find interesting. These small gestures build trust and keep your relationships strong over time. One of the best ways to expand your network is by giving back. Volunteer your time, share your knowledge, or offer support to others in your community or industry. By being generous with your skills and resources, you not only make a positive impact but also attract people who value collaboration and mutual growth. Billionaires like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett demonstrate this principle through their philanthropy and mentorship initiatives, which have created ripple effects of goodwill and opportunity. As you build your network, remember that relationships take time to develop. Be patient and consistent in your efforts, and don't be discouraged if some connections don't lead to immediate results. The value of networking often comes from unexpected opportunities that arise down the line. What matters is that you're laying the groundwork for future collaborations, partnerships, and growth. To make this actionable, take a moment to write down 5 people you'd like to connect with in the next month. These could be potential mentors, colleagues, or individuals whose work you admire. For each person, think about what you'd like to learn from them or how you might add value to their lives. Then, take the first step. Whether it's sending a message, scheduling a coffee meeting, or attending an event where you can meet them in person. Networking is about more than expanding your professional circle. It's about building relationships that enrich your life and align with your goals. By investing in your network, you create a powerful support system that amplifies your success and helps you navigate challenges. Remember, the people you surround yourself with shape your journey. Choose wisely, give generously, and watch as your connections create opportunities you never imagined. Chapter 9. Optimizing your time like a billionaire. Billionaires have the same 24 hours in a day as everyone else, yet they seem to accomplish so much more. The difference lies in how they prioritize tasks, eliminate distractions, and focus on what truly matters. They don't aim to do everything, they aim to do the right things. Time is their most valuable resource, and they treat it with the same level of care as their financial investments. Optimizing your time isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. Elon Musk is a prime example of someone who has mastered time optimization. As the CEO of multiple companies, including Tesla and SpaceX, Musk juggles an extraordinary number of responsibilities. Yet, he manages to stay focused and productive by using a highly structured schedule. Musk is known for breaking his day into 5-minute blocks, a method that forces him to allocate time precisely and eliminate inefficiencies. This approach ensures that every moment is used intentionally, whether it's for strategic decision-making, problem-solving, or personal growth. The lesson from Musk's time management is that focus is everything. Distractions and inefficiencies are the enemies of productivity, and billionaires are relentless about eliminating them. They understand that saying yes to one thing often means saying no to something else, so they are deliberate about where they direct their attention. One of the most effective tools for optimizing your time is time blocking. This technique involves scheduling your day in advance, assigning specific tasks to dedicated time slots. By creating a structured plan, you prevent your day from being derailed by interruptions or reactive tasks. For example, you might block out the first hour of your morning for deep work, followed by 30 minutes for emails, and so on. Time blocking not only increases productivity but also reduces decision fatigue, as you don't have to constantly decide what to do next. Another powerful principle is the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. This rule states that 80% of your results often come from 20% of your efforts. Billionaires apply this principle by focusing on high-impact activities that drive the majority of their success. For instance, rather than spending hours on minor tasks, they prioritize strategic decisions, innovation, and relationship building. To apply the 80-20 rule in your life, start by identifying the activities that yield the most significant results and concentrate your efforts there. Outsourcing is another key strategy for optimizing your time. Billionaires understand that they can't do everything themselves, so they delegate tasks that others can handle more efficiently. This frees up their time to focus on what they do best. For example, Musk doesn't personally design every Tesla vehicle or manage every rocket launch. He relies on teams of experts to execute his vision. You can adopt this approach by outsourcing tasks that don't require your unique skills, such as administrative work, household chores, or technical projects. Platforms like Upwork and Fiverr make it easy to find skilled professionals for a wide range of tasks. To streamline your daily schedule, start by conducting a time audit. For 1 week, track how you spend your time, noting how much of it goes to productive activities versus distractions. This exercise can reveal patterns and highlight areas where you can make improvements. For example, you might discover that you spend 2 hours a day scrolling through social media or responding to non-urgent emails. Armed with this information, you can take steps to reduce or eliminate time-wasting habits. Once you've identified areas for improvement, create a daily routine that prioritizes your most important tasks. Begin each day by identifying your top 3 priorities. These are the tasks that will have the greatest impact on your goals. Focus on completing these before moving on to less critical activities. This approach, often referred to as eating the frog, ensures that you tackle your most challenging or valuable tasks first, rather than procrastinating or getting sidetracked. Distractions are one of the biggest barriers to productivity, and billionaires take active steps to minimize them. Simple strategies like turning off non-essential notifications, setting boundaries for when and where you'll check email, and creating a distraction-free workspace can significantly boost your focus. Tools like the Pomodoro technique, which involves working in focused intervals followed by short breaks, can also help maintain concentration. Another practical tip is to batch similar tasks together. For example, instead of checking emails sporadically throughout the day, set aside dedicated time blocks for responding to messages. Similarly, group meetings or calls into specific windows rather than scattering them across your schedule. Batching reduces context switching, which can drain your energy and disrupt your flow. It's also essential to recognize the importance of rest and recovery. Billionaires like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates emphasize the value of getting enough sleep, exercising regularly, and taking time to recharge. Productivity isn't just about working more. It's about maintaining the energy and clarity needed to perform at your best. Incorporating downtime into your schedule allows you to approach tasks with greater focus and creativity. As you optimize your time, remember that flexibility is crucial. While structure is important, life is unpredictable, and rigid schedules can sometimes lead to frustration. Build in buffer time for unexpected events or tasks that take longer than anticipated. This adaptability ensures that you stay productive without becoming overwhelmed. To put these principles into action, create a weekly plan that incorporates time blocking, the 80-20 rule, and batching. Start by listing your top priorities for the week and assigning them to specific time slots. Identify tasks you can outsource or delegate and set boundaries for minimizing distractions. Then, commit to following your plan, adjusting as needed to reflect your progress and any changes. Optimizing your time like a billionaire isn't about working harder or packing your schedule with endless tasks. It's about making intentional choices that align with your goals. By prioritizing high-impact activities, eliminating distractions, and creating systems for efficiency, you can achieve more in less time. The strategies outlined in this chapter are tools to help you reclaim your time, focus on what truly matters, and move closer to your vision of success. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on how you currently use your time. Are there areas where you could be more intentional or efficient? Choose one strategy from this chapter to implement this week, whether it's time blocking, outsourcing, or conducting a time audit. Remember, time is your most valuable resource. Use it wisely and watch how your productivity and impact grow. Chapter 10. Think beyond money, legacy and impact. For billionaires, true wealth isn't just measured in dollars, it's measured in the impact they leave behind. While financial success provides freedom and opportunities, what sets billionaires apart is their focus on legacy. They ask, what will I leave behind? How will my actions benefit others? These questions guide their decisions and inspire them to think beyond their own lifetime. Creating a lasting impact is not just a choice for billionaires, it's a driving force behind their success. Take Bill Gates, for example. After building Microsoft into one of the most successful companies in history, Gates shifted his focus to global philanthropy. Through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, he has directed billions of dollars toward fighting diseases, improving education, and addressing poverty. His efforts have saved millions of lives, and his legacy now extends far beyond his contributions to the tech industry. Gates's story highlights a crucial truth. Wealth becomes meaningful when it's used to create positive change. Similarly, Mackenzie Scott has redefined what it means to give back. Following her divorce from Jeff Bezos, Scott became one of the world's richest women. But instead of focusing on personal wealth, she committed to giving it away. In just a few years, Scott has donated billions to organizations tackling inequality, education, and climate change. What makes her approach unique is her emphasis on trust-based philanthropy. She empowers recipients to decide how to use the funds, trusting them to make the most impactful decisions. Her generosity and approachability have inspired a new model of giving, proving that philanthropy can be both effective and deeply personal. The common thread in these stories is purpose. Billionaires like Gates and Scott don't see wealth as an end in itself. They see it as a tool to create a legacy. Their actions demonstrate that impact comes from aligning your resources with your values. The good news is that you don't need billions of dollars to think this way. Legacy starts with intention, and anyone can begin building a meaningful impact, no matter their financial situation. To align your wealth goals with long-term impact, start by reflecting on what matters most to you. What are the causes, communities, or values you care deeply about? Perhaps you're passionate about education, environmental sustainability, or supporting small businesses. By identifying your core values, you create a foundation for aligning your financial decisions with a greater purpose. Once you've identified your values, think about how you can use your resources, whether it's time, money, or skills, to support them. For example, if you care about education, you might mentor students, donate to scholarships, or create educational content. If you're passionate about sustainability, you could support eco-friendly businesses, reduce waste in your daily life, or advocate for environmental policies. These actions don't have to be grand gestures, they just need to reflect your commitment to making a difference. Another practical strategy for creating impact is to focus on ripple effects. Small actions can lead to significant change over time. For instance, funding a single scholarship might inspire a student to pursue a career in medicine, ultimately saving lives. Volunteering at a local organization could strengthen a community, creating opportunities for future generations. By thinking about the broader effects of your actions, you can amplify your impact. It's also important to integrate legacy building into your long-term financial plan. Consider setting aside a portion of your income for causes that matter to you. This might mean creating a charitable giving fund, investing in socially responsible businesses, or establishing a trust to support your family or community. These steps ensure that your wealth continues to make a difference even after you're gone. Creating a legacy isn't just about philanthropy, it's about the values you instill in others. Billionaires often emphasize the importance of teaching their children and successors about responsibility, generosity, and purpose. For example, Warren Buffett has spoken openly about his decision to leave most of his fortune to charity rather than his children, explaining that he wants them to find their own paths and contribute meaningfully to society. You can apply this principle by sharing your values with your family, friends, or community, inspiring them to carry forward your vision. To make this concept tangible, try writing a legacy statement. This is a brief declaration of what you want to be remembered for and the impact you hope to create. Start by asking yourself questions like, what do I want people to say about me when I'm gone? What contributions do I want to make to my community or the world? How can I use my resources to reflect my values? Your legacy statement doesn't have to be perfect. It's a living document that can evolve over time. The act of writing it helps clarify your intentions and align your actions with your goals. Legacy building also involves embracing a long-term perspective. Billionaires don't measure success in days, months, or even years. They think in decades. This mindset allows them to stay focused on their vision, even when progress is slow or challenges arise. By adopting this perspective, you can approach your goals with patience, resilience, and a sense of purpose. Finally, remember that legacy is about more than financial contributions. It's about the lives you touch and the example you set. The way you treat others, the choices you make, and the values you uphold all contribute to your lasting impact. Whether you're mentoring someone, creating art, or simply showing kindness, every action shapes your legacy. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on the legacy you want to build. What do you want to leave behind? How can you use your resources, no matter how small, to create positive change? Write down your thoughts and commit to taking one step toward your vision this week. It might be donating to a cause, mentoring someone, or sharing your story to inspire others. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to the bigger picture. Thinking beyond money is about recognizing that true wealth lies in the impact you create. By focusing on legacy, you not only enrich your own life but also leave the world a better place. Let's keep moving forward, building a mindset that prioritizes purpose, generosity, and lasting impact. You've just completed Think Like a Billionaire, the Wealth Mindset Blueprint, and you now hold the keys to transforming how you approach wealth, success, and impact. Let's take a moment to recap the journey we've shared and the powerful lessons you've learned. Each chapter was designed to provide you with actionable strategies and insights to unlock your full potential and start thinking and living like a billionaire. We began by exploring the mindset of billionaires, the foundation upon which all success is built. You learned how visionary thinking allows billionaires to set bold goals and create a roadmap for achieving them. Their ability to embrace calculated risks and bounce back from setbacks with resilience is a defining trait that you can adopt in your own life. You now understand the importance of leveraging time, people, and money to amplify your efforts and achieve exponential growth. From there, we delved into the abundance mindset, a powerful shift from scarcity thinking to seeing the world as full of opportunities. By focusing on creating value and solving meaningful problems, you unlock the potential to make a difference while building wealth. You've also gained tools for continuous learning and adaptability, traits that allow billionaires to thrive in ever-changing circumstances. And by mastering the art of networking and relationships, you've seen how the people you surround yourself with can elevate your success. As we moved through the audiobook, you learned the importance of viewing money as a tool, not the goal itself. Billionaires use their wealth to create freedom, opportunities, and impact, and you've been encouraged to align your financial goals with your deeper purpose. Finally, we explored the concept of legacy, how billionaires think beyond their lifetimes to create lasting change. Your legacy isn't just about wealth, it's about the values you uphold, the contributions you make, and the impact you leave behind. The lessons in this audiobook are more than just ideas, they're a blueprint for action. But the key to transformation lies in implementation. I encourage you to revisit the chapters that resonated most with you. Take notes, reflect on the exercises, and start integrating these strategies into your daily life. Whether it's crafting your vision, building your network, or creating your legacy statement, every step you take brings you closer to thinking and living like a billionaire. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but it begins with a single step. Choose one lesson from this audiobook that you can apply today. Maybe it's starting a time blocking system to optimize your schedule, reaching out to a mentor, or identifying a problem you can solve in your industry. Small, consistent actions compound over time, leading to significant results. Remember, billionaires aren't born. They're made through deliberate effort, mindset shifts, and a commitment to growth. If you've found value in this audiobook, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel for more transformative content. The journey to success is ongoing, and this is just the beginning. By subscribing, you'll gain access to additional resources, insights, and strategies to continue building your billionaire mindset. Don't forget to check the description for tools and recommendations that can help you along the way. As we conclude, I want you to take a moment to visualize the future you're working toward. Imagine the freedom, the impact, and the sense of purpose that come from achieving your goals. Picture yourself living a life that reflects your values, creates opportunities, and inspires others. That vision is within your reach, and the journey starts now. Thinking like a billionaire isn't just about financial success. It's about embracing a mindset that empowers you to dream big, act boldly, and create a lasting legacy. You already have the tools, the knowledge, and the drive. All that's left is to take the first step. Start today, and turn your vision into reality. Thank you for listening. If you found this audiobook valuable, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Be sure to check the video description for tools and resources that can help you take your wealth journey to the next level. Your future starts today. Take action and make it count.